The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus went into the region of Caesarea Philippi, and he asked his disciples, "Who do people say that the Son of Man is?" They replied, "Some say John the Baptist, others Elijah, still others Jeremiah or one of the prophets." He said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" Simon Peter answered, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Jesus said in reply, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my heavenly Father. And so I say to you, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." Then he strictly ordered his disciples to tell no one that he was the Christ. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Who is Jesus? Who do you say that he is? The pastor is glaring at you. And all the eyes in the room are also turned on you. And your heart's beginning to race, and your palms are getting clammy. And you're thinking, I've got to get this right, or I'll spend all eternity in purgatory writing on the board 100,000 times the right answer. So breathe. There's no pop quiz. It's okay. Do you think Jesus was giving his disciples a pop quiz? You know, in our 20th and 21st century culture, we, each one of us, search for our identity. And we do so in a very singular and individualistic fashion. We seek to define ourselves apart from family, from work, from economic status, and yes, even apart from our faith. We truly seek self-identity, apart from and sometimes even over against all else. And I hope you realize how unique that is to our culture and to the United States. It's not that way everywhere else. Jesus himself was not so singular, nor was he such an existentialist, because in his culture, back in the first century, one's identity could only be found in relationship with others. For example, to call him Jesus of Nazareth We hear it simply as a matter of saying where Jesus came from. Much as we would say to someone that we are from Detroit or we're from Michigan. But the phrase Jesus of Nazareth really had very little to do with geography. It had a lot to do with being a put-down. Because Nazareth, well, the folks there had a reputation of being a little bit different. And to say Jesus of Nazareth is to say Jesus from where all the Looney Tunes and troublemakers are from. It wasn't exactly a compliment, nor was it about geography. Likewise, Jesus is identified a few times as the Son of Mary. That identification is not there to be doctrinally correct. In the first century, a Jewish male properly should be identified in terms of his father. He should be Jesus, son of Joseph. So to say Jesus, son of Mary, is to say, he doesn't quite fit in. He's a little bit odd. He doesn't do what we expect him to do. So I think it's important as we hear today's gospel that instead of trying to find doctrines in Matthew 16, doctrines that the evangelists had not even thought about and would not exist for centuries later, it's important for us simply to listen to it at face value. Here is this first century Palestinian Jew looking at his closest friends, his disciples. And he's simply asking them, who do you say I am? What do you think about me? How do you see me? When was the last time you asked your spouse that question? Would you really want to? Or how about the son or daughter or a close friend? Who do you say that I am? And how do you understand yourself in relationship to Jesus Christ? Who is Jesus to you? Why does he matter? And what does he mean to you? These are questions that Pope Francis has said we answer. We answer them explicitly or implicitly, consciously or unconsciously, each and every day.